become a very successful one. So I will take us through, and this deliberation is
Okay,
not going to be done by
Honorable,
one
God bless. Sorry to interject. Sorry, we need to also acknowledge the presence of an important guest who is also in our midst. We we need to acknowledge his presence. We have He's always joining our meetings, and he's one of the best gifts that our country Ghana gave us as Ghanaian students studying in China. He has been there for us through and through, day and night. Anytime you call upon him, he responds to our call. He mediates for us between students and the embassy, as we always introduce him. And since I mentioned the embassy, I'm sure we are all getting to know who we are about to introduce. We have in our midst the head of education, the rep for all students, our father, our brother, our counselor, and our everything, in the person of Mr. Seth Boatin in our midst. Mr. Seth Boatin, please, if you are with us, kindly say hello, hi, just for your members to hear that we have you with us. Mr. Seth, please, if you can hear my voice, your people would want to say hello to you.
Yeah, I think he went off. He will join. He will join. I think he went off.
Okay. Thank you. So Mr. Seth is one. He stays till the call ends, so I'm sure that probably it may be a network issue. And so Honorable God bless will continue. Should he
Thank you very much. Please, can everybody can see my screen? I hope it's in slide mode.
Yes, we can see it and it's in slide mode.
Thank you very much. So, welcome to the launch of NUGS-CHINA flagship program, academic program that intends to sell the successes of all students studying in China. And it's an honor to bring you this framework and the current state of Afba as we gear towards the D-Day to have the conference. So Afba and AEA 2026. And as we all know, the full meaning of Afba, Africa's future beyond aid. And we are trying to ensure that there come a time that each and every one, every country in Africa is on its own, independent of any foreign aid. And that is the main purpose. And for this particular conference, the theme chosen is China-Africa collaboration in global industrialization and technology advancement. China-Africa collaboration in global industrialization and technology advancement. As we all know, we are in China studying, and as we are here, we are not just taking knowledge and going away, no, but we are going to collaborate with the finest mind here and then tap into whatever they have into bettering the fortunes of Africa. So that drive the theme for the conference for this particular year. So the thematic areas we're going to talk about is structured in 7 sections. We talk about the ABBA framework, the strategic roadmap, the logo and visual identity of the conference, the conference overview. We take you through the website, and then you take a look at all the categories of the awards that we have for our wonderful students, and then the selection criteria that will be laid down to select the best student who is studying in China. AFBA 2026. What is it all about? And as our president earlier said, that is China's flagship academic program and usually a multidisciplinary international conference where Ghanaian, African, any other scholar we convene to advance research that positions Africa as a driver of its own development, not as recipients of aid. And this is what AFBA stands for. And this year's edition, we are proud to say that I know that for all these years it has been online, but for this year's edition, we are proud to say that there's going to be a dual system. If I say a dual system, there's going to be an offline and an online section. And for this one, it will be hosted in Xi'an. To be specific, Xi'an Technological University. That's where we are hoping that this year's AVA, the offline version, will happen. And so, what is AVA? One, we say we have it's a conference, and you know that any conference that we go as we are students here, we write papers. At the end, the conference needs to be published. And the main focus of this framework is to end up where all the papers, all the works that students go through and produce at the end and the AFBA will be published. That is the main focus. And so we say that we need to hit a point where we will get our own ISBN tag and proceedings that will go with AFBA so that when you see AFBA, you know that yes, AFBA is a recognized conference by all the publishing houses. Also, AFBA is one that is driving Pan-African voice. And so it is Africa tailored. And so we want each and everything, every paper to focus on the development of Ghana and Africa. What is the pathway to indexing? And as a strategic roadmap, we've set up a 5-year strategic roadmap to ensure that by the end of the 5th year, we will have the Corpus Index and also an IEEE recognition by the year 2030. What is the 5-year pathway that we're talking about? The 5-year pathway begins with a foundation building. And we know whenever you want to build a house, you first estimate the cost, you do your designs. Once you have everything, now the first thing is to prepare the foundation. And the foundation is one of the key elements in every building. The key elements. Once you get the foundation right, you are sure to go that you can move on step by step as you build on. And so this year starts the foundation building of the 5-year development plan to make sure that AFBA is indexed in this, either Scopus indexed or IEEE, as I said. And this year's format is a hybrid format where we are going to have the online and also the offline. And the intention is that this year's own will have a peer review conference. All the papers will be peer reviewed. And at the end, the intention is to have an ISBN number, and then we have a proceedings so that we're going to sign an MOU to ensure that we're able to host all the papers or publish all the papers so that it's not like you come to AFBA and all your papers after presentation is shelved. No, all your papers after presentation at the end should reflect out there for people to see the good work that we are doing. The next phase is to try to have quality enhancement. So whatever we are going to do this year, we will build upon it by next year to ensure that we have a Google Scholar DOA listing so that we can track all our papers and all our proceedings. The following year, 2028, we want to have the indexing applications with Scopus and IEEE. And then 2029 and 2030, we have a sustained excellence, at which point we will now request or see presence in all African countries, all the 54 African countries. Afba will have a presence in all of them, and then people will be coming from everywhere, and this will be one of the good works of NUGS-CHINA. Why Alva 2026 matter? Why does this matter? It's, as I said, a 5-year plan and it's a pathway to Scopus and IEEE indexing. Now, this one, we are having a uh, hybrid format launched for today, this evening. And as we said, the hybrid format, we have the in-person conference, which by God's grace will be held at Xi'an with a virtual participation. And we intend to get about 300 participants, And then we are going to have a double-blind peer review, So it's not like you just write any paper and then you bring it. No, we have scholars, we have well-seasoned scholars who are going to peer review every article you submit. And then this will help us to position us at a certain way that people will know that yes, indeed, ABBA is a serious proceeding. And also the next one is to have the ISBN proceeding tag. Okay, and then we do a partnership with all the publishing houses. Now, this is the point where I invite the president of NUGS-CHINA to take us through the ABBA logo and its rationale. Mr. President, if you are there, kindly take over and then describe this logo to us as we launch it to our people.
All right. Thank you so much, Honorable God Bless, for the early introduction. And so, as mentioned, I'll, in a space of 2-3 minutes, introduce this logo to us. In fact, this logo is an equally important part of this year's AFPA, as it is a new logo that has been coined out of this year's theme. And so, before I even explain the logo, I want to reiterate the theme for this year, that is China-Africa collaboration in global industrialization and technology advancement. And so these are the elements that have been taken to generate or create this year's logo. The most visible part of the logo being the African map, as we can all see. This is AFBA, this is for us. And so we have to own it. And so that is why the African map enshrines all the other elements of the logo, putting Africa as visible as it can be. So that is why we see the African map over there, because the conference is Africa, Future Beyond It. Now, we can also see the gear over here. Now, this gear that we see, the central gear that we see, represents the productivity, industry, and sustainable development. And it also signifies Africa's capacity to generate solutions internally. That is
My network. Oh.
Hello, please, I hope I can be heard, by the way.
Yeah, President, I can hear you.
Loud and clear.
All right,
Loud.
all right. So, as I was mentioning, the GA signifies the, okay, Honorable God Bless. Honorable God Bless, please could you continue sharing for us so I may continue with the explanation. Otherwise, let me. Okay, all right. Thank you, Honorable God Bless. And so, as I was mentioning,
Please, can I
the GA, yes, please. It's visible now. Thank you. So the GA, as we see, signifies Africa's capacity to be able to generate solutions internally through innovation, skills, and structural transformation rather than external aid. So that is the purpose of the GA. Now, the GA over here is red, That is something that we selected from Chinese culture. We know Chinese flag is red, and so since it is more like a collaboration between Africa and China, as we can see in the team, that is why we see the J in red. And so the stars over here is also coined from Chinese culture. As we know, in China's flag, we have 5 stars. And so that is why we see 5 yellow stars over here. So that is basically a reference that acknowledges China as the host of the conference. Firstly, we are NUGS-CHINA, and we are learning in China. And so that is one purpose. And it also represents the place, the partnership, and convergence, positioning China as the platform for the dialogue on Africa's future. So more broadly, the star also symbolizes the guidance and aspiration, reinforcing the theme for this year. And we can also see human figures. We see 3 figures, 3 human figures in Pan-African colors, very symbolic colors. We have red, yellow, and green. This is very iconic to us as Africans. And so the human figures in the Pan-African colors, red, yellow, and green, symbolizes unity, diversity, and then the collective action that we have as Africans. Now, these figures emphasize that people, that is Africans, we as Africans, we are the true drivers of Africa's future. And so it also reminds us that development is human-centered and inclusive, and moreover, powered by collaboration across borders, cultures, and also sectors. And then finally, I believe we can see a world map inside. You see the humans and the world map that is embedded in the GEA. Now, the globe that we see reinforces interconnectedness, partnership, and the shared responsibility, and moreover, highlighting that Africa's growth is both globally relevant and globally engaged. And so, fellow NUGS-CHINA members, this is the logo that we have coined for this year's uh, conference. And so we believe that this will be a household logo. Everywhere you see this, you know, NUGS-CHINA is there and NUGS-CHINA is present. Thank you once again, and Honorable God bless you. May continue.
Please, let's give thumbs up to Presido. You can give thumbs up to Presido
Yes,
for
yes,
taking us
This is
to.
very beautiful.
Yeah. I hope everybody can attest that this year's conference logo is one of its kind, and it has a whole lot of information embedded in it. And so let us hold on to it. And I'm sure going forward is going to be the logo that will be used for subsequent conferences. Either it will be tweaked a little, or we can add something or something. But it remains the prerogative of the next administration and then the committee going forward. Okay, thank you very much, Mr. President, for that nice deliberation. So now we are heading towards Afba. Afba. And this year's Afba, as I said, is the 7th edition. The 7th edition is a hybrid format. The date for the conference is scheduled to happen the last weekend of May. The last weekend of May. And to be specific, it will take place 29th to 31st. 29th to 31st. And the host city is Xi'an, China. So let us all gather all our finances together, prepare for a nice treat, a nice academic treat at Xi'an in China. This year conference has 4 thematic areas or 4 major tracks. 4 major tracks. And these tracks include science and technology. You will get there. Include science and technology. Then one main thing we have to also acknowledge here is that without the effort of our embassy, a lot of the things we'll be doing wouldn't have materialized. And so we give maximum recognition to Ghana Embassy in Beijing, especially our brother, our friend, our coordinator, Honorable Seth. Should I say Mr. Seth? He has been very instrumental in all the things that we've been doing since the planning stage of this particular conference. Again, we also partner Xi'an Technological University. They are the host for this particular conference. Also, GUCS, and we all know GUCS, Ghanaian, is this scholars, the Ghana Union of Ghanaian Scholars in China, or Ghanaian Scholars, Global Union of Ghanaian Scholars. So GUCS, they have also been instrumental in our planning. So these people are the partners that are helping us to bring up this very fine program to our members. So as I said, the conference has four tracks. And if you're talking about technology and global collaboration advancement, we can't do without these tracks. Science and engineering is one of the things that we need. So as you saw in the logo, the gear you see, you realize that it's a gear means some engineering going on. And if some engineering is happening, there's some science technologies and science principles behind the scene that are working. So one of the tracks is science and engineering. And so we'll be taking papers within this particular area. The next track is business economics and management. Business economics and management. If you do the engineering part, you engineer the devices, you engineer the cars, you engineer everything, and the business people don't come in to sell it. The business people don't come in to manage how we are doing engineering our economy. Things will not go well. So we need these people to also come in with their ideas and their papers. The next one is the arts and literacy, literary studies, the arts and literary studies. So the third one too is interdisciplinary studies. So why interdisciplinary studies? We know that the areas are too broad and we can't capture every area here. And so the fourth track, which is interdisciplinary studies, is to accommodate all the areas that people are studying. So I'm not going to mention it, but if your area doesn't fall within the first three tracks, assume that it is an interdisciplinary study. And so you are willing, you can submit your paper in that particular area. Now, the next point is to outdoor the website. So, my people, every conference that you visit, there is a website. And then through the website, you register for that particular conference. And as we are going global, we are trying to hit an indexing point within this 5-year plan. There's the need for Afba to have its own website. And subsequent years, this website will be available. And so this year, we launched the ava.NUGS-CHINA.org website, which is purposely for the conference. And so at this point, I would want to walk us through the website. So that we can see what has been done for us going forward, how to submit our papers going forward, how to select and register, and then whatever, even the AEA awards, how to submit, blah, blah, blah. Let's go straight away to the website. So at this point, I will stop sharing and then move on to the website for us to see. But those of us who are behind PC, please note the URL here, https://ava.nugschina.org. I'm sure Presido can put it in the chat for people. So those of us who are behind PC, please, you can log in straight away to see the website yourself. Nevertheless, I'm going to share it at this point for us to see. Can we still see my screen?
Yes, please.
Okay, so I believe we are all seeing ava.NUGS-CHINA.org. So this is the outdoor of our conference website, the outdoor of our conference website. So once you come to the website, this is the first thing you see. So here, it's May, it's happening in May 2026, and the city, the host is Xi'an Technological University in Xi'an in the Shanxi province. Okay, and definitely it's in the People's Republic of China. Then the name of the conference, and this year the edition, so the seventh Africa's Future Beyond Aid International Conference and Academic Excellence Award 2026. Okay, and as you said, it's a hybrid conference, an in-person plus virtual participation. And this is organized by the National Union of Ghanaian Students in China. If not for that, this wouldn't have happened. And as we said, the theme for this particular year is also featured here. So at a glance, you can see all the information you need to know. China-Africa collaboration in global industrialization and technology advancement. And the three people who are making, the three institutions who are making this conference happen, the Ghana Embassy in Beijing, they are featured here. NUGS-CHINA is featured here. And then Shatu, the institution that's hosting us for the first offline edition, is also featured here. And the screen, you can just move it's scrollable. So then you can see. So you can see our president here. Okay, so this represents China, NUGS. If I go forward, so we can see that the countdown has already started and we are 18 days into it. It might not be right because still, though we are outdooring, we will still go ahead to add certain things to the website. But as you said, welcome to Afba 2026. So this is the front page that we all, and this one is going to is hosting the plenary speakers, those who will be speaking at the conference. So their images will come. We are still we are still working on it. And then these are the dates that please you should take note of. Call for papers have already been scheduled outdoor, so people should start working on their papers. Okay, it came out in 24th of April. And then full paper submission deadline, we are hoping that everybody to do that by the end of 10th May. 10th May. Then peer review and camera ready papers should be done by 20th May. And then the conference date is 29th to 31st. 29th to 31st. Before I come to the submission, Potter, I want to make this clear to us that this conference and the peer review system wouldn't have been possible without Microsoft CMT service. That is Microsoft Conference Management platform or service. Okay, they are making it possible for us to submit our papers to peer review the papers and also communicate with our authors. This service, this is a free service, okay, and it is also being used by top journals, top journals, both in IEEE, in Science Direct, Scopus, etc. Top publishing houses use Microsoft CMT for their service, peer review service and management of the paper. So we also adopted Microsoft CMT service for this particular work. Okay, so now let's go. I'll come back to the submission, but let's move on. So just navigating the site. So this about us at this point. We have a brief about Afba, what that together researchers, colleagues, etc. And you can see a nice picture with the logo in there. Then we have a list of all the histories, a bit of history for the conference. Okay, started in 2020, and this is the 7th edition. And it's there. These are just some information about that. There you go to papers. So this represents the conference track. So as you said, science and technologies, business and management, literally studies, and then interdisciplinary studies. So these are the tracks that we'll be expecting people to bring areas where we are expecting papers from. Let me put it like that. Areas we are expecting papers from. These are the submission categories. Okay, here we want full paper, short paper, extended abstract, etc. So please, you can go through all this, and then it holds important information. Okay, and the dates are also here. One of the key things we also have to take notice, this particular one, very, very, very important, the submission guidelines. The submission guidelines. So as we said, all submissions must be original work, not previously published or under review elsewhere. You know, first one is very, very key. You can't send your paper to 2 conferences at the same time. You know, it's academically unethical, okay, to do that. And so we're saying that all submissions must be original work, not previously published or under review elsewhere. Papers must be written in English. Use the provided Afba And Aea paper template. This one will be make it available for people to download. And then there'll be, for double-blind review, remove all author-identifying information from the manuscript. Okay, and then submit via the Microsoft CMT portal. We provide a link. You see very soon. And we'll also do a plagiarism check via Turnitin. So get to know that we will do all these to ensure that your papers are strong to be published. I know we have good scholars here in China. Okay. Then these are the programs. You come here, we have the program lineup. Here, the opening and the keynote sessions, the presentations, then the closing, which will end with the academic excellence gala. Academic excellence gala. So we can go through the awards category. Another person will take us through there, so I don't want to bother you. We'll talk about that very much. But let's go straight to now. Join us. What are you joining us for? Every member who wants to submit a paper should register on this platform. Every member, you want to submit a paper, you want to be nominated for Academic Excellence Award, you have to register on this platform. You have to register. It's a must. Please take note. It's a must that you register. You can see we are using Microsoft CMT, but you can't just go there and start filling it. No, everybody who submit a paper who submit a paper on CMT should already be in our system here. So if you are not in our system here, you can't go and submit your paper there. So it falls on us to register. Now, these are the registration categories. Please take very good notes here. Okay. Yes, we say NUGS-CHINA member, student in good standing. If you are a student in good standing, that's why all the reps are here, the presidents of the various chapters. Please note that. Please, if you are a student in good standing, means that you have paid your dues fully. Okay. For that matter, it is free for you. I know a lot of people will select it and then register, but you will still check. So that is my aspect. But if you are not a student in good standing, then you are expected to pay 300 RMB. Okay. And also, if you just want to present your paper in virtual, that's offline, and you are not in good standing, note, and you are not in good standing and you are presenting virtual, is 150 remainder. B, if you're a non-student, 300. If you are a non-student member and you want to do virtual, it's also 150. If you have some faculty people who want to also present, this is how much they pay. They are supposed to pay. Now, if you want to be present at the gala, that's at the gala during the Excellence Award, is free for students in good standing, but not free for students who are not in good standing. Okay, please, so let's note that. Now, these things, categories here are very instrumental. We need them. Okay. Now, mind you, there's some caveats at the down here. You say that registration includes conference materials, coffee breaks, lunch, certificate of participation, and access to all sections. So the money you'll be paying will be used to provide these things for you during the time. You know, those in good standing, you will get money from your chapter. So now let's move on. Here, log in. Now, if you're already a registered user, all you need is to log in here. You provide your email address, provide your password, and then you log into the system. But if you are not a registered user, then you register. So what are the information that is expected of us? So first, we need your full name. Please, this should be your full recognized name, your email address, your phone number, your password. So I've done some registration, but let's see. So for example, if I'm to do, I'll say this is my email. I'm just going through, and then sorry, this my name, this my email. My phone number, yes, my password. Password to please note. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I go next. It says password must contain at least one uppercase. So please, you also note that. So when you are typing, you know which one to type. Okay, next. It says password must contain at least one special character. I'm doing all this for you to know that we are guarding against you having a very strong password. Okay, so at this point, let me add one special character to it. Okay, so yeah, next. Oh, okay, let me do it again. Okay, next. So I got this right. The next step is to enter the country you are coming from. Are you coming from Ghana? Are you coming from Cote d'Ivoire? Are you coming from China? If where you are coming from or where you are located right now, we need you to enter. So currently, I'm in China now. My city is Jinjiang, and my province is Jiangsu. Jiangsu. Then I move on to the next. Now, at this point, you select the type of registration you are doing. So if you are a news channel in good standing, you select this. If you are only coming from for Gala, you also select Gala. Whichever you select, there are some things you can do. Okay. So let's assume that you are coming for this one. Okay, then you enter the institution you are coming from. Maybe you are coming from Jiangsu University. I'm using my own stuff here, Jiangsu University, and then you select submit. Okay, once you submit, you will get a notification. Let me see. Let's try and see. Okay, so the registration has been done successfully. There's something we are trying to do. It's not yet ready. We will send a notification to your email to for you to know that, for us to know that your email is indeed active. Okay, so that one will come on as you move ahead. So registration is completed. Okay, now once I have completed, I registered for this. This one means that I've registered and I want to submit a paper. So if I want to submit a paper, the paper submission portal is here. So this link will now send me to where I have to submit the paper. This link will send me to that place. So once I click on this, it opens the Microsoft CMT. Microsoft CMT. And please take note, you need to register again on this particular platform. This platform is a third-party platform devoid of the ava.nugs-china.org. It's a different platform altogether. So you need to register on this platform before you can submit your paper. Now, we will encourage you to register with the same email you used to register on our platform. So if you used this email to register and you come here, you expect that at least you register with that same email address. You can choose your own password. You can confirm it. You can provide the following details that is needed. Okay. You provide everything and then you register. Once you register and you log in, you are going to see this. You are going to see this. So this person has logged in. He's an author. And actually, when you log in, you have to search for the conference you are going to submit to. So you see the conference list, all the conference list. Let me see if I can go. Okay. Okay, let me go back. Oh, damn. Forgive me. Uh, Let me try again and see. Oh, sorry. Let me get my password. Oh, okay. I missed the characters. Forgive me. Okay, this should work. Okay. Okay. So here you come to submission. What I wanted is not coming. Okay, no problem. Yeah. Good. This is what I wanted us to see. So once you log into the system, you are presented with this one. Okay. So you see all conferences. If you come here, you see a list of conferences. So these are all conferences that are happening around the world. Those who are using Microsoft system, these are all the conferences happening around. I know a lot of us are very experienced in this one, but there are some of us like myself who are not very experienced. So we have to go through it. So these are all the conferences that are happening around the world. Okay. And AVBA is one of them. Okay. So you have to search for the conference you want to, let's say, submit your paper to. Okay. And once you see that conference, you click on it and then you go through the process. So mine is here, and that is AVBA. Okay. So I click on AVBA, and now I want to submit a paper. If I want to submit a paper, I click on create new submission. So I'm submitting to AVBA 2026. All that we expect from you is the title of your paper here, the abstract you have provided of the paper, and then you select the track for which you are submitting. Is it art? Is it business? Is it interdisciplinary? Or is it science and technology? So once you enter those information, these two information, you select the track and then you upload your file. Okay, you upload your file. We accept docs, the Word documents, and then PDF. We encourage you to submit PDF documents. PDF documents, please submit PDF documents. Don't submit Word, so that if maybe unfortunately somebody is reviewing and then you go and click something, no, submit PDF format. Okay, then click submission. The rest is up to us, the review team, to go. So this is all that is expected of you. So with that, I'll move back to our this thing. Okay, so you need to log in on our system here before you can get this submission button. If you don't log in, you can't get this submission button. Please note it. Okay. Now, let me log out from here. So if you want to log out, you see the button is here. Okay, you just click on it and then you log out of the system and then you are back to the website. Okay. This I showed for somebody submitting a paper for ABBA. What about somebody joining AEA? Okay, AEA. I've already registered, so let me try and see if this time I should be able to remember this. Okay, good. Now, this particular email, I use it to register for the gala. What it means is that, yes, I've registered for the Academic Excellence Award gala, but I can also submit my documents to be considered for a particular category, okay? For a particular category. So that one, as I said, the award category will be discussed by my other colleague. But I just want to show you here that once you come here, you come to document at this point here, and then you can upload all the documents that we will be needing from you. Okay, you upload all the documents we'll be needing from you. So all the documents you provide should be at this point here. Let me go so that let's see. So let's say I have this document I want to submit. Or maybe I have this and I open. Okay. And then you have to select the type. So what type is the certificate I'm submitting? So I've done it, it's here, certificate. Then I add. So it will come here. Okay, that's certificate. You can view whatever you presented. Okay, you click on view, you view it, and then you can also delete it if you think it's a mistake. So this is for documents concerning AEA that you upload to us. So You are not going to send it to the email address. No, you are going to use the system to do that. So no emails here. Everything will be done on this particular system. Okay, so I'll log out of this. Okay. And now the contact us. Okay. So this brings us to the end of this particular website walkthrough. There will be time for all the deliberations. So if you can shelve your question for now, I'll be very happy. I see some hand raised. Mm. Okay, so I'm moving back to okay. KD, Beijing chapter, please. Uh-huh. The way your hand is raised, if I don't give you the opportunity, yes, please, you
Okay.
have the floor.
Good evening once again. Thank you for your nice presentation. Okay, so for the paper submission section, in case maybe somebody is having like 4 or 5 papers and the person wants to submit on that particular section, how does the person go about that? Because there wasn't no option like add or like add maybe multiple paper submissions. So how does a person go about that? And second is when you open the gala section, I also saw documents, some documents that you are supposed to upload. Which kind of documents is the person required to upload? That's actually what I wanted to ask. Thank you.
Thank you very much. My colleague is going to talk about AEA proper. Because I was taking you through the website, that's why I did that part. So he will touch on that particular one. So at that point, your question will be answered. Okay. And also when submitting, during submitting of paper, you submit one paper at a time. You don't submit multiple papers. Well, I don't know. Maybe you are most experienced, but I know because we are requesting for a title and an abstract, it goes with one paper. Okay, so if you are submitting 5 papers, ensure that each one is a different submission on its own. But as you said, there are certain okay, that's all I'll talk about. Okay. Okay, so I'll move out from here and then go back to our presentation, and then we will head to AE very soon. Okay, so this is where we ended, and then we went through, and as we said, these are the timelines. The timeline is a 3-day schedule. Okay, so from April, we take application opens. Okay, and then day one will be on 29th May. That will be Friday. That will be the day one. And it's for arrival and registration of all participants, those who will be participating in the conference. And then day two is on 30th May. That's where a lot of the programs will be done. A lot of the programs will happen on day two. And then the closing section and the AEA will happen on the 31st May. And as I said, the deadline for submission of the final paper is 10th May. And then in mid-May, the peer review will continue, will happen. And then during the 29th to 31st, Afba conference will commence. At this point, I will call upon my brother, my friend, my prof, uh, Dr. Frederick Bruce, to take us through AEA. This is a very short presentation, so he'll be quick very soon.
All right, can I be heard?
Doc, please. Yeah.
All right, thank you very much. God bless. Then you can move to the next slide. Yes. So for our award program for this year, we have 8 categories, and for most of them, it's individual, except the last one, which is goes to the whole chapter. So for the best PhD students, we are trying to award recognize the efforts of the PhD student, and also we have for the best master students, then we have for the best bachelor student. Then we go into the best female and then male researchers, which are 2 different awards. Then we have the most impactful research, and then we have the NUGS-CHINA Personality Awards. So with each one, there are different best performing chapter as well, the participation that was raised by KD. For each category, most of them would require an academic transcript, right? That's for the PhD, the master's, and all that. Yeah. So we'll have points allocated to various documents. So in the website, and whilst Dr. Godbless was presenting, there are drop downs that you can select. So there's the academic transcript, and then there's a part for certificates and other things. So it's basically 3 documents that are required for most of them. So if you are submitting for the best PhD student, will need papers, evidence of papers that you have published, either as a first, second, or corresponding author. This is to ensure that we don't have the whole thing of people gaming the system, right? You being a fifth author, sixth author, and all that, right? So we are looking at just the first, second, and corresponding author for the published work. That's the duration, which I must emphasize, should be between May 2025 till now. So if your paper came online before this date, it will not be counted as part of the 2024, 2023 may not be accepted. So within this framework of the last academic year, these papers are allowed to be submitted. And then, of course, the GPA also, you must have a high GPA. We may consider a few, but at most, it should be 3.0 and above. Then recognition, that is any academic recognition that you have had in the past. So maybe in your school, you won the best PhD student over the last academic year. You can also do any other supplementary material that you feel may give you a few points to beef up your application. You can add that. And of course, you must also be a member in good standing, fully paid your dues, active in your chapter and all that. Yes, so all these counts for different points. And it runs through for the best master's student, the best bachelor student. Then for the female and then the best researcher, also the same, right? Then we also have for the criteria of the NUGS-CHINA Personality Award, you must be in good standing, engaged in a lot of national and chapter programs. This is what we are looking at. Here is not about papers. Yeah. And then also for the best chapter also comes with its own criteria. So would publish all these in due time for you to know what we are looking at for. So the key emphasis is it must be within the last academic year. Yeah. All right. So I think we can go back a bit. Yes, once again for the deadlines, right? We have already opened we've given a call for the papers, and also for if you have any documents for application towards the awards, you can start applying now and gather your documents, right? So from now to 10th May, you can check your documents, get your proofs and all that. After 10th May, for those, there'll be a lot of review. So within 5 to 7 working days, the reviews will be done. We'll come out with the shortlisted applicants and all that. And then the awards will actually be given during the whole gala, which will be on the 30th of May. And for the peer review process towards the academic conference that will also happen by 20th May, we should have those that have been accepted to either present or go through posters and all that. So I think that should be all. And the last slide, please. Yes. So we said Africa is not waiting, Africa is leading. So we encourage us all to submit our extended abstracts as much as possible. We are looking out for more full papers, and yes, it will go through a whole rigorous system, so the paper will be fine-tuned over time. So we are all encouraged to apply and also apply for the Academic Excellence Awards. Yes, so best luck to everyone and hope to see your submissions. Thank you.
Thank you, academic committee and reps for representing and presenting well the guidelines for applying for the academic awards and also participating in the Afba conference. So at this point, we invite comments. We invite comments from our patron, from our past executive, and also any chapter executive or member who has a comment. We'll take two comments, one from a chapter executive and one from a chapter member on the presentations that we've had so far. So we'll now invite, yes. So we'll first fall on our members first. Is there any member who has a comment on the presentation done so far? Comments. Any comments on the presentation done so far? So I see a comment from Kofi saying that the website design is simple and user-friendly. It's wonderful. Yes. Yes. Any other comments from anyone so far? You can raise your hand and then we call your name. Okay. So it appears we are all happy with the presentation and we are glad. We seem to be very satisfied with the presentation. And so
Honorable
move
Jen,
on.
there's a hand up
Is
from
there a hand?
yeah.
Oh, okay. I was going
Douglas.
through the participants and I didn't see. Okay. I see from Douglas and also Brass Silas.
Silas, yeah.
So I see two hands. Okay, so we'll have these two from our participant. These two, and also that after these two, we move on to our NEC executives. So we'll first have Honorable Douglas. Please have the floor.
Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to ask my question. I think maybe I missed some parts of the presentation. I wanted to ask if your paper is under review. Can you also submit it for the award? That's my question.
Okay, thank you. The next one. We'll take the two before they react.
Okay.
Honorable
My name
Silas,
is
please have the floor.
right. Thank you very much, ma'am, for that privilege. So my name is Silas from Anhui chapter. So my question is, I'm an undergraduate student, so I want to ask more because he was talking about more of the masters and the PhD paper publishing and others. Now he didn't really dig in about the bachelor's, I mean the undergraduate students. So what about that one to know so that we know what to do? Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. So academic committee, we have these two questions and also two questions in the chat box. One also has to do with the classification for the paper for AEA, the Academic Excellence award? Because you mentioned that development. So regarding the AEA, should that also be directed to a specific focus, or it could be any other paper in any field? Kindly react to that. And also a question on the research criteria selection for the bachelor students. I think the same person who have asked the question. So academic committee, either Honorable Frederick, Honorable Bruce, Honorable Gertrude, Honorable God bless, any of you can react to this. Chairperson, any of you can react to this, please.
Okay, so for the bachelors, just like we do also in the university system, we are looking more of your GPA. So from postgraduate, we may be a little lenient on the GPA, but for bachelors, since that is the major thing we can use to assess, we'll look at that. Because there are different situations for different majors, we'll look at things like, have you been in an internship before? That could give you something. Have you won awards like sports? That makes you excellent, right? Anything that can prove that you are excellent because you don't have paper. But I also want to say it on record that there are some bachelor students who have papers. So with that caveat, we also be open to see such submissions. But anything that you feel that can make you look like the best bachelor students, yes. So internships, your transcripts, awards, competitions you've been through, all these helps us to grade you, right? Then the question about the review, if your paper is under review, obviously we will not consider that. We may not be able to find out that, but imagine your paper is duplicated across 2 different platforms. That goes against you as an academic person. So please work on the ethics. If it's under review somewhere, wait for the decision first. If it's a rejection or acceptance, then we'll know whether to apply to another place. But as much as possible, we are welcoming original papers that are not under review anywhere or are not under consideration anywhere. I don't think I've missed another question, but you could remind me.
There was a question on the paper classification for AEA.
Yes, paper classification for AE, SCI, and all that would work more with the impact factors. So the higher the impact factor, the higher your score.
Okay, the focus direction, should it be Africa focused or any other paper is accepted?
It could be Africa focused, it could be Africa, China focused, it could be Africa, as much as possible. These are the 2 we would want to look like. But if there are exceptional papers that really focus on Africa, Africa should be the central point, and as much as possible with Asia or China. But if it's quite exceptional, we may consider that. Depends also on the reviewer.
Also, a follow-up question is in the chat is, what of accepted papers with evidence to that effect?
Meaning the paper has been accepted somewhere.
The originator of this question, referring this question to AEA or to Afba?
If the paper has been accepted, there is a proof. So
You said
yes, every journal gives a proof of acceptance. Yeah, it has not been published, but there is a proof of acceptance from every journal. So you can screenshot that and then we may consider that.
The recording has been paused. Please, can you? Thank you so much.
Please, can I be heard?
Very clear, sir.
All right. Good evening to everyone. Good evening. It's been a wonderful section from the beginning representation to this time. And greetings to Professor Benjamin Kugler and Dr. Julioza. We are grateful for honoring our invitation. We are so much grateful for your time and always coming to support NUGS-CHINA. Fellow executives and members, the presentations have been made. They look so beautiful. There has been a lot of thinking and planning on this, and we have to appreciate the committee members, the academic committee members. However, these all would come to fruition when we all come on board and make it a reality. This time, it is in person and online, and they have worked hard to get organizations to come on board to collaborate. You can imagine getting a Chinese school to come on board, and then we don't turn up. It will become something else. So at this point in time, we all have to be ambassadors for this program and go and propagate the gospel of Afba and Aea to our members to come on board, to register. And the thing is that we don't have much time. That is the issue. We don't have much time. So as soon as possible, once we leave here today, let's start campaigning on our platforms, calling on people to submit their works, to apply for these awards when they are open to compete. At the end of the day, you have worked within an academic, period, and if you're a NUGS member, you got to be celebrated for what you have done. So just encourage them to apply. And also, it will be nice for us to know the novelty you are working on. So just submit your paper, it will be vetted, approved, you attend the conference. I wish a lot of people could attend in person, because if you go to conference in person, the feeling is different when you join online, and that is the truth. So I wish most of us could attend in person. And the committee have been charitable to us. If you are a member of good standing, it's free for registration. So if you know you've not paid your dues, you just have to go and earn your 200 yen, so that you wouldn't have to go through, the other categories that were listed for us. So please, let's support our chapters with our dues as well. So we will have the opportunity to just attend the conference freely, because this is free for all NUGS members if you're in good standing. In all of this, it is money, trust me. In organizing these programs requires money. So your letter will go a long way to help make the program a success. The academic committee members, the national executives, they are all students. And no one has too much of money to just give out. They support the work of the union with the little they have. We also have a duty to also support them with the little we have to make this program a success. We don't pay them. We don't pay the committee members. They sacrifice their time, their energy, meetings upon meetings. You can imagine creating, this website to ensure that Alba takes a different direction altogether. Last year, I'm happy that there has been much upgrade on Agba, and we have now a 5-year, plan in place. These things could be realized if all members come on board. So chapter executives here, I am begging all of us, let us not sit on the fences and just come in with jabs and questions. But this is a time to rally all of us on board so that we can make the program a success. At the end of the day, if we don't show up, whatever plans that we have in place become something else. And that is the bitter truth that we have to face. This beautiful website has been designed. If people don't show up to apply, it becomes something else. For the past 5 years, it has become a challenge, especially when it comes to the AFBA with application, the time that people are supposed to submit papers, and the quality of papers that we need. This time, the committee have been able to expand the scope of AFBA to the extent that you have the opportunity to publish your papers, get UIs, and all manner of benefits to you. So please, let's encourage our people. If the person has a paper and is ready to present, just submit. And then once you're a member of good standing, the committee will vet it and we will give you the platform to come and share your knowledge with us. To develop Africa and to develop ourselves personally would not just be a wishful thinking. No, it requires a lot of knowledge. And therefore, if you have worked on a paper that you believe this is of much importance to the progress of Africa, of Ghana, whichever country that the person will be coming from. And note, this is open to all Africans. So you may have people from Ethiopia, people from Zimbabwe, people from Egypt, wherever the person is. If you're in a school with someone who is also ready to attend a conference, please sell this conference to the person so that the person can join and come and present his or her paper. At the end of the day, we all together have to push this agenda for the committee. I am so much grateful to the committee for the work they have done, and NEC for your sacrifices. I am trusting all of us to come on board and ensure that Afba, I'm saying Afba a lot because usually Afba is the one with more of the challenge. Because when it comes to the AE where we compete for awards, whatever be the case, we have people who would come with several SSA papers. But the Afba, please, let's all sell this conference, support the NEC and the academic committee members, and ensure that these plans that they have started rolling out will not be left in the books, but will become a reality. Thank you all for your time, and God bless all the chapter executives for the work you are doing. Thank you.
Honorable Ben, thank you. There have been much improvements. This is what I took from the message. So we move to our patron, one of our major patrons we have in our midst, Dr. Julius Cizaja, who has been with us. Doctor, we are sorry for not acknowledging your presence just when you joined, but we still would want to first acknowledge your presence for gracing this event and also to invite you to give your comments on the presentation. Thank you.
Thank you. Good evening to us all. I hope you're fine. It's always an honor to be with you. Yeah, so I followed the whole presentation, and I mean, it's very brilliant. And to look at the fact that we are going to have such a massive program as in person for the first time, for me, that brings me joy. However, all this work that the academic committee and the executives have put in will only be meaningful if we make use of it. All these websites, if we do not make use of it, there's nothing that is nice about it. The presentation was brilliant, the work they've done is brilliant, but it is only meaningful when we have made use of it. So now it's like a volleyball. They've hit the ball into our court as members of the association. As the former executive have even said, we to invite other nationals to be part of this. So the ball now is in our court. We also have to hit it back to them, to their court, to tell them that, okay, we received the ball you hit to us, and we are sending it back to you. So I will encourage that we all see this as our project. I always say that the only place where we learn is in this kind of environment. This is where you can learn. For the real world, the money-searching world, there is no space for learning. So this is the only place where you can submit. They will correct you, you will learn, which is way better than not being involved. So I will encourage all of us to come on board. Let's invite our friends. Let's make it fun whilst we learn. You never know, maybe through somebody's presentation, you will have an idea to work on yours. Because as you are in somebody maybe Beijing, somebody is in Xi'an, somebody is in Chengdu. How do you get into contact to see maybe the person's publication? You may not, but this is an opportunity for us to learn. And you don't need to win. There is also the saying that winning is good, but being a participant is better. It's better because you have the opportunity to learn. So let's take up this opportunity and let's make use of this so that in the future, they will be encouraged to sacrifice so much to do such a beautiful project like this. So I just want to thank you all and then wish you the best. I'm looking forward to the program in a month's time. Thank you.
Thank you, Doc. Thank you. The ball is in our courts. It's our responsibility and our call to kick it back to them so we get the ball rolling. And so we thank Doctor for the submission. We now would invite our patron again. We have 4 patrons as a union. And so today we are happy to have 2 of them joining the General Assembly. And so we invite Professor Clagun Brown to also give us his comments on the presentation. Prof, please have the floor.
Thank you so much, Ms. Jane, and thanks for inviting me. I'm always happy to see NUGS progressing. The reason is because some of us have been here for a while and we've seen how NUGS has progressed. Sometimes they have problems, some years there are problems that they need to solve, but through it all, they've come to this level. So I'm always proud to see this improvement, and I will agree with Dr. Bernard and then Dr. Ja that there has been some kind of effort that has been put into this, and therefore for it to be realized, for the program to be fruitful, it needs the without your participation, then all the efforts will be in vain. Lastly, I want to say that when it comes to academics, sometimes although we are all in academic environments, but we do not realize that there are a lot of people looking at us, or a lot of people watching us, especially where we find ourselves. And so if these things are being done, something I think it will go smooth, because mind you, China is interested in Africa, and there is this initiative that they are pushing, One Belt, One Road initiative that they are pushing. And therefore, if they see that we don't come here just because of the scholarship or the money, but then we are doing something real for our continent, then I think whatever help that we ask them, whatever help that we ask from them within their power, I think that they can assist. So yes, I will agree that we are on the right path, and I beg all of you to support the executives. Sometimes we do bash too much. When you are not in their shoes, you will not know the efforts that they are putting in. Mind you, everybody here is a student, need to complete his or her papers, need to graduate, need to do your presentation and graduate. But then they find time to do all these things, and therefore sometimes we should give them some praise so that it encourages them. So I want to say kudos to everyone. We hope that next time it will be more and more better than this one. God bless all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Doc. Thank you for the submission. Kudos to everyone. Kudos to all committee members. Kudos to the academic and the National Executive Committee as well. And kudos to everyone. Dr. Kluger Brown, thank you so much Professor Kluger Brown, thank you so much for the submission. Yes, forgive me. It's not easy to attain professorship, and so we need to acknowledge that. Thank you so much. Yes.
Okay.
We move on quick into the fundraising session. And so this session would be led by the sponsorship committee, Dr. Bonsu, who is part of the academic committee, and also Dr. Ja. this group of people are going to lead the fundraising session. Let's get into our coffers. Now this is China, and so let's get on our phones. Let's open our Alipay, our WeChat Pay, and all the pays we know in China. As we enter into the sponsorship or the fundraiser session. And so FC, please, I'll leave the floor so that the committee will take over. Dr. Bonsu, Dr. Jam, National FC, and the sponsor committee, please have the floor.
Okay, thank you very much, Honorable Jane. Please, can I be heard?
Very clear, ma.
Okay, thank you so much. Good evening once again, and thank you all for participating in this very important meeting and being active till this point. And so I wouldn't waste so much time with the first part. I believe what I want to say has been said by our previous ex-executives and patrons. They've already highlighted on this very importantly. And so as we have all been active and we've heard all that has been said, all that has been put into this preparation, so much has been invested by the committees and so much has been done already. And as we know, we are all students over here. A conference like this or a program like this requires a lot goes into it. And so that is why we need all of us to come on board. No amount is small, no amount is little. So we are going to do it in two parts. There will be a QR code that will be projected. So as of now, you can send any amount, 500 RMB, 200 RMB, 300 RMB, 50 RMB, 20 RMB, 10 RMB, any amount, you can send it. And then also we are going to have the pledge. So if you want to pledge that you want to support with a specific amount, maybe you don't have the amount ready now, but you want to pledge, you can unmute and give us your details, or you can put it in the chat box and then we'll reach out to you after the session. And so I'll also be mentioning whatever amount we are receiving so that we know that, okay, yeah, things are coming in. And I also like to leave the floor for the other members to also come in. Honorable Bonsu, you can also come in. Thank you.
Can I be heard?
Yes, please.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much for the opportunity to also speak on the fundraising issue. Yeah. I don't know if I can be seen. Okay. So with regards to the fundraising, as our honorables Grace, the financial secretary, has mentioned, yes, this is a crucial moment. This is a crucial moment where we need funds for whatever are doing. And we are now pleading on the members to come to this academic committee. They should come to our aid to be able to get funds for whatever program that we are going to run. And, previously, in the previous years, some people even prayed for some of the items that we give to people who qualify for any award. For instance, let's say the best PhD, masters, bachelors, and among others. So on this note, once we are all here as members of this great union, I will also put this one across. Maybe some of us are not aware of this. So I will also put this one across that as already been said by Honorable Grace, that the QR code is there. If you also have any item, if let's say you want to take a particular category that maybe I'm going to pledge to support best PhD, the person who went for the best PhD, then I will take the item. If it is a laptop or if it is a pad, I'm going to buy that one for those category. Yeah, it's also welcome because I think that's what last year most of the people did, not just giving the money. Some people gave money though. Other people also pray for a particular category. So we are praying on all our members here and our ex-members, our leaders here to come to our aid and take a category and try to get the items for us. And I think that one will help to release the burden on the academic committee and the NUGS-CHINA at large. Because as initially said, yes, though they'll be like we pay dues, but our dues sometimes is insignificant to do some of these things. This one contains a lot. And also, as this year is going to happen on the grounds, we know that there are a lot of things that will go into the organizations and other things. A lot of monetary aspects will go into. So we are praying on everyone to help us. So we thank you very much. Yeah, there is a message. Let me respond before I'll end. Okay. Okay. How would they know the category and which price? Okay. All right, thank you very much. So maybe if you want to pledge for any category, yeah, we the academic members are here. Our chairperson, Honorable Irene, Professor Bruce, AEA, Honorable Godpress, Honorable Gertrude, and myself, you're here. You can reach out to anyone that you have the WeChat, or you can add us from now. Then if you mention the category you want to support, we'll give you the items that maybe are required. We'll give you the items that are required. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to buy all the items for the category. Assuming, let's say, best PhD is going for laptop, bag, or something like this, or tablet, you can choose one. You can say, okay, since they are giving the best PhD laptop and bag, okay, I'll take the bag, or I'll take only the tablet. It's also acceptable. So yeah, you can get our WeChat. You can also contact anyone that you have, which is part of the academic committee, or better still, you can also reach out to the NEC executives, and they will also channel any information to us. Thank you very much, Honorable X50. I don't know. Yeah, Honorable X50. Thank you very much. So on this note, I would like to, leave my words here. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Bonso. And so as I've left my Alipay on, so I think some of you can be hearing it. And so I want to appreciate those who are sending in: Honorable Maltiti, Honorable William, Honorable Atta, Honorable Bernard. We've received a total of 600 RMB so far. Thank you so much. So please let's continue. You can use Afba as the reference so that we can easily identify your contributions. Thank you so much. And I believe there's one more honorable who is supposed to speak. Honorable Ja, if Honorable Dr. Ja.
Okay. All right. So once again, good evening to us all. Yeah, so like I said earlier in my presentation, an on-ground program in China is not easy to run. Just even imagine food, imagine accommodation, venue, our guests who are coming, we have to take care of them, transport, the up and downs. I mean, miscellaneous, Star Wars and all that. Over the past few days, I've been having conversation with the chairperson, Madam Irene, and then the vice president. I think that beyond this, right, and I know what it takes to have that kind of program. So I'm going to plead that this is a brilliant program. At least we all know one or two people in China, companies, small companies, anything. This will be an opportunity for them to sell their business to Ghanaian students. The executives will write to them, or the committee will write out to them as for means of sponsorship, so that there will be some benefit. I know every one of us knows somebody. the union will accept it. These ones, whatever they have to give, the union is ready to accept and to work with them. So whilst we are also encouraged to come on board to bring our own money, we are also encouraged to reach out to other companies that we may know. And when we are ready, the leadership will write to them. Don't worry, just talk to them. That is, there's this big program that Ghanaian students sell the idea to them. There are so many Ghanaian students in China. Your business may be lifted just meeting them. So come on board. Just something little on board to support. And you may get an opportunity to grow your business within the Ghanaian community. Right? So let's sell it to them. And as they said, let's come on board. We will only have to run this ourselves. Our dues there is nothing. So we need to contribute towards it. As I said, if you don't have it today, there is the pledge. You can always pledge that, okay, I'll push this into it. It's a month from now, right? It's about 5 weeks or so from now. So the very little by little, we will be able to do it. It's just us. We are to enjoy the occasion. If we have to enjoy the occasion, we have to finance it. So the executives will do their best, but like I always say, everything will lie with you and me. So I encourage us all to, well, if you know any company, any individual that is doing business that you think that would love to come on board to meet a group of Ghanaians to sell his business ideas to them and as well to finance our program, I think that we'll be ready to receive that kind of person, and then we will see how we can strike out a partnership for the benefit of NUGS-CHINA and that person. So our doors are always open to you, and whenever you have such a person, don't hesitate to get back to us. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Ja. Thank you so much. So, as Doc said, let's bring all the companies we know on board. We are ready to write to them. We've been writing so much, and I'm still ready to write more. Please, let's bring all that we know on board. And let's also continue to send in the Jifu Baodaoja. I want to keep hearing it. And also the pledge. Please, if you are ready to pledge, you can. Okay, I've seen some hands raised. Honorable Kojo Bonso, Honorable DA. Honorable Bonso, please, you can have the floor.
With business, this one escaped me. No, the last year on what we also did was that people with business that also prayed to support, we gave them the platform for to push their businesses for them. Apart from the normal, I think it's Wednesdays and Saturdays that we give to business people to advertise their products. When anyone comes out as a business owner or an entrepreneur and is part of us to support, we also help them to advertise their business. We help them to, let it reach a larger audience. In this case, not you alone is going to just push your item, but the organizer will step in. That's what we did. And I think we can also adapt that strategy. So let's say this person is having this business and he has come to support. Then we'll let the organizer to know. Then maybe it will help to also push their business on the days that is open for advertisement so that it will also reach a larger audience. So it is also a platform to support our businessmen and women who are willing to support us. We also return the favor to them to also push their businesses to a larger audience. You know, there is a saying that mostly people do buy from people that they have trust with. Yes, maybe have been running this business, have been posting it on their platform, but it's always limited to the people around you. But once maybe the organizer push it up, yes, they know that the organizer is well trusted, they know him, blah, blah, blah. So in this case, people will also try to contact you and they'll start doing business with you. So businessmen and entrepreneurs on this platform, let's also take this opportunity and we'll help push your businesses to a larger audience. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Honorable Bonso. Yes, he has rightly said it. We have, as NEC, we've also reached out to some shipping companies, some small businesses. But if you're also here and you also own a small business, and you want to come on board, please do so. Please send us your details, your names, and then we'll reach out to you. And if you also know, as a member, if you also know any of our members running any business who would we can bring on board to collaborate with, please, we are open. You can send us the details. Thank you so much. Honorable DA, please, you can have the floor.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chris. Please, can I be heard?
Yes, please.
All right, thank you. I am Douglas, the Sujo chapter president. I was doing an experiment, just came from lab, so I couldn't see what was presented, but I heard some of the insightful insight that was shared. So thank you to Academic Committee and the NEC for wonderful work they are doing. Just on the financial, the sponsorship aspect, personally, I wasn't aware. And all these insightful ideas and the pending program would come to fruition when we have the means. So my suggestion is that I earlier on asked Mr. Bonsu. So I am suggesting that the committee can take a relook and then maybe give a peg. For example, here in China, if you want a good laptop, maybe you're looking at somewhere 4K to 5K and be thereof. So for the categories, they can get a peg for each and other categories. Make those categories like available on the platform so that, for example, if individuals or group of individuals, let's say 2 people, for example, maybe I may not be able to absorb. In so doing, I think it will go a long way to help, because all these programs would eventually need money for it to come to fruition. I don't know if my points, if you heard me right. Honorable Grace, did you, was I
Yes,
heard?
please. Yes, please. Yes, please.
Yes. So we want to see, you can do that later, get the categories, so that I may, for example, somebody may not wish to, but might not be in a position to buy a laptop or iPad or what have you. But 2, 3 people can come together. And if it is possible, the NEC also, in a way, not tax, but encourage or challenge all chapters to at least absorb 1 or 2 of the categories. So when they know the peg, the amount, of course, chapters can come together to say that, okay, this chapter, for example,
contribution has been noted, and the academic committee together the NEC would work on that. Thank you so much for the contribution. Okay, so we are still on the issue of the fundraising. And so if you still have any contributions, any pledge or further contributions to add up, you can have the floor. You can raise your hand. You can also send in your details. If you want to come together as a group to also help, even though the peg has not yet done on the platform, you can still send in your details now, and we'll still reach out to you and give you the full details. Please go ahead. Please go ahead.
Impossible, but me tell you what to it. This my life, I didn't choose. I just put my all behind. Take me wherever you want to. My invisible black wings flying intercontinental. Victory, victory. That's my story. But I never surrender as long as I can remember. I've been hustling. Victory, victory, that's my story. Cause I never surrender as long as I can remember. I've been hustling. 22 summer in London, now a sunshine. Yeah, I'm losing faith.
Please, can we project the QR code? Okay, thank you very much. And so, honorable members, we are still raising funds for the program. So we are still waiting to listen to get your alerts, your 5 kwae, your 10 kwae, your 30 kwae, your 50 kwae, 100 kwae, 200 kwae, all are welcome. And please, the pledge. We have not heard from anyone yet. Please, is anyone ready to pledge?
This life is my life.
Honorable members, honorable chapter executives. And we are quiet too. Is it because of the money that we are quiet? Please, where are we? Hello? Someone says it can't pay the day. My tree is not good, but I'm able to read this one. Yes, but we still want to get the alerts.
Find my devil to connect.
Further okay. I'm still okay. So if you still want to reach out to us, you can your contribution later. Just remember to add Afba to it so that we can easily identify it as the fundraising or for the sponsorship. And then also all the suggestions that have been given, we have noted them down. The academic committee has also noted them down and we'll work on them. Thank you so much for this session and for the opportunity to take this session. R&B, thank you all for your contribution, and we are hoping to hear more take over. Thank you.
Whoa, with my mind, keeping it together like the grown man I am. I rise and fall, I fall and rise, flying with no feather, impossible, but me tell you what to wear. This my life, I didn't choose, I just put my all behind. Take me wherever you want to. My invisible black wings flying intercontinental. Victory, victory, that's my story.
Victory, victory,
Cause I never, never surrender as long as I can remember.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All reps, national organizer, let's be sending them the code to the national hall page so that all members will have access to the code. Let's send the code to the hall page so all members have access to the code. Members, let's share the code to everyone that we think can contribute to this event to make it a success. You may have people in our DMs, we have people in our corners. Please, let's reach out to everyone to contribute to the success of the program. Let's contribute to the success of the program. Thank you for energy and for the active participation throughout the program, even up to this time. We have now arrived at an exciting moment. We are at a point where our national organizer will introduce to us some winners. I wouldn't want to spoil the fun, and so I will open the floor for him to tell us about the winners and why they are the winners and what they have even won. Yes, so now we invite national organizer in the person of Honorable DJ. Thank you. And so now we invite the national organizer in the person of Mr. Kwabena Safo Kantanka. Please have the floor.
Thank you very much, Honorable Jane. Good evening once again, honorable members, our patrons, we really appreciate you for making time out of your busy schedules to grace this occasion. We are at the exciting moment, as our Secretary General just mentioned. Quite not long ago, Ghana celebrated our 69th Independence Day, and as part of the program, NUGS-CHINA also, we also took part at the various chapter level, and then as part to climax the whole program, we made some short videos to celebrate Ghana during the 69th Independence Day, and also as a means to boost our social platforms, our Facebook, our YouTube channel, WeChat, Instagram, and the rest. I'm sure most of us over here, if not the video, might not be aware that we have such platforms available. So we use that as an avenue to get our members to know that we have all these platforms available, especially the YouTube, where you can access most of our programs that we've been doing previous years and then this year as well. So without much ado, Honorable Moses. Yeah, Honorable Moses, please, can you please share the square? Thank you. Yeah, so I quite remember when we were in school, when you get to this point, there's this Obiniyam, then we will respond Vim. Yeah, so as part of the chapters, or the chapters who took part in the video recording, we have Nanjing chapter had the top performing video on YouTube channel based on the algorithms that we have from the video. When we have a look at the analysis, we realize that Nanjing chapter, let's all give them a hand of a clap for your hands. Let's give them a hands of applause so that you appreciate their efforts. It's really not easy to do that. Let's have a look at the video that was being posted on the YouTube channel. Please, Presdo, can you give me the chance to share my screen so that you all watch Nanjing video? Thank you. Okay.
Technical team continues to work on getting us the video. I think the sound is not too clear. Technical team kindly check that for us. This is the video of which chapter, please? Honorable for which chapter video are we looking at?
That is Nanjing.
And that's the top performing video. Yes. So we have the top performing video. The top performing video. Technical team kindly check on the sound for us.
Yes. So that's Nanjing chapter. They had the top performing video as in the standard video category. And then the next one has to do with we have Nanchan chapter also took the second position as top performing video on YouTube, the short category. So we also came on that part, and we have Honorable we have Beijing chapter, most common commented video on YouTube. Beijing chapter, and then we have Nanchan chapter as most viewed video on WeChat. So NUGS-CHINA, we have the WeChat channel, we have YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and then maybe we are yet to go on TikTok. So very soon you can search for NUGS-CHINA on YouTube as well. So that's most viewed video on WeChat for goes to Nanchan chapter. Please, the next one, we have Nanjing chapter as well as most commented video on WeChat. So they had a lot of comments on WeChat channel, NUGS-CHINA channel as well as most commented video on WeChat. Goes to Nanjing chapter, yes. Please, we have Shanghai chapter as most viewed video on Facebook. So meaning we have a lot of Shanghai chapter on Facebook that's viewed their videos when we posted it on our Facebook channel. We have Nanjing chapter again as most liked video. Go for social media for my idea. Good. So that is Nanjing chapter as well. The next chapter, please. We have Chengdu chapter. Yes, my own Chengdu chapter. I'm coming to us and just say, meaning the algorithm really works. So as most commented video on Facebook goes to Chengdu chapter. Yes, that's my own people. And then we have Nanchan chapter as most commented video on Facebook goes to Nanchan chapter. Please. Then the next one, we have Xian, if my pronunciation is right, chapter as most commented video on Facebook. In fact, Xian chapter did very well because it's a new chapter that we recently inaugurated, and then yeah. So then that means Xian did very well in this aspect. We have Suzhou chapter as most commented video on Facebook as well. And then we have, so these are the various chapters that submitted their videos during the celebration of Ghana's 69th Independence Day celebration, and these certificates are in recognition for their efforts during that moment. We really appreciate you all. Let's help, uplift the flag of NUGS-CHINA and then Ghana as well. Thank you very much, Honorable Secretary General, for your time. Yeah, so now the overall best performing chapter. The overall best performing chapter. Before we go there, please take your time. Let's welcome them with some sort of music. Yeah, let's give them some Jama songs so that they will enjoy the moment because they deserve it. Let's give them some Jama song to welcome them on stage. Yes, let's give them some Jama song. So in every, there should be one person that stands out as a winner. And for that matter, we have to call the chapter that's emerged as the overall winner when the videos are being posted on Facebook and on our various social media handles. With that much I do, please, yes, let's give a hand of applause to Nanjing chapter. In fact, when you have a look at the various certificate that we presented, they had quite a number of them, and then they deserve, in fact, to be the overall winner when it comes to climaxing the 69th Independence Day celebration when we posted our videos on our various social media platforms. So Nigerian chapter emerged as the overall best chapter, our best performing chapter, when the videos are being posted on our various social media handles. Thank you very much, Nigerian chapter. We really appreciate you guys. In fact, you've done so well for NUGS-CHINA, and then I'm not surprised you emerged as a winner for this one. Thank you. God bless you for your hard work. NUGS-CHINA, NEC is very grateful for your support in everything that we've been doing. Okay, so Honorable Moderator, I bring my presentation to an end. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you for your audience.
Thank you, National Organizer, for leading this for us. Thank you, and congratulations to all chapters who emerged as winners in any of the categories. You have indeed done well to have participated. Congratulations to all chapters. We move on straight to our upcoming programs that we have few months left to bring the academic year to a close, and so we would like everyone to know about the programs that we have ahead of us. And for that, our National Vice President will be the one to take us through this session. And so, Honorable Kaku, please have the floor.
All right. Thank you so much, Madam Moderator. Please, am I audible?
Yeah, clear.
All right. I think time is fast spent, and we need to do things quicker, because all indications show that a lot of people are dropping. We started with almost 65 members, and it's now 30. So I have two programs, or I have two presentations on the program outline. So I'll ask the moderator if I'll be permitted to do it all together once in order to save time, and I'll be a little bit brief. So I have an introduction of the entrepreneurship clinic and upcoming program. So if I'm allowed, I will just
Yes, please. You can do all the two together, so just to sensitize all of us, we have just about 3 items, very minor. After this major, we have just 3 minor items to look at. And so please, let's all stay tuned. Let's be on the call to conclude and finish this meeting very well. So Honorable Kaku, please take over and kindly combine all the two works.
Okay, so I'll start with the introduction to the Entrepreneurship Clinic. So the Entrepreneurship Clinic is one of the traditional initiatives by NUGS-CHINA to equip Ghanaian students in China with practical entrepreneurial skills and career insight necessary to drive into this competitive and dynamic global environment. So recognizing the growing need for students to move beyond academic excellence and develop real-world competency. This program seeks to bridge the gap between classroom knowledge and practical application. So this year theme for the program academic excellence, this year theme for entrepreneurship is positioning for success, navigating opportunities in today's competitive world. And the primary purpose for the Entrepreneurship Clinic is to groom and empower students with entrepreneurial mindset while exposing them to diverse career pathways within the job market. Yeah, this one can be done through interactive sections, participation, and participation and engaging with professionals, industrial players, and entrepreneurs. So this year is going to be done in 2 sections. The program is going to be done in 2 sessions. So I would like to take us through the first phase of the program. That is the program structure. And the one March, Saturday, 7th March. Yeah. And the purpose of day one So day one is going to be dedicated to lectures and functional learning, designed to help participants understand the broader economic, policy, and institutional landscape. Yeah, within which entrepreneurs must position themselves for success. So we have experienced speakers to address topics including economics, government, policy, leadership, and even government support system for entrepreneurs in Ghana. So the day one is going to be more or less like a lecture. Day one is going to be more or less like a lecture. That is yeah, it's 7th May, 7th May rather, 7th May, 7th May to 7th May and 8th May. I think earlier I said 7th March, 7th May to 8th May. Yeah, and we have the day one, we have like 6 or 7 speakers. Now the special guest for day one will be Dr. Abdul Nashir Isaku. That is the chairman, board of director of Africa Center for Government and Economic Management. And he was the former governor Bank of Ghana. He was the former Bank of Ghana governor. So we are bringing him on board, and his lecture will focus on economic governance, policy, leadership, and strategic positioning in competitive global economy. That is the first speaker for day one. We also have a guest of honor, that is Abena Nyamisem Esquire. So he is also the executive director of Africa Property Network, and he's also going to focus on entrepreneurship as a catalyst for Africa economic integration and prosperity. Yeah, we also have Mr. Vincent Ohene. He is the director, business support and development. That is the National Entrepreneurship Innovative Program in Ghana. And he is going to focus on navigating institutional support system for entrepreneurship in Ghana. So if you are an entrepreneur and you are thinking that, oh, okay, even in my country, Ghana, what am I going to receive as a support? Or like, is there a support or something to assist young coming or new entrepreneurs in our system? Yes, we have that support over there. And that is the main reason why you need to be on board. You need to be on board. That is going to happen on the 7th May. So when you are there, or when you come on board, you get to hear most of the support system by the government of Ghana to support young entrepreneurs or entrepreneurs in Ghana. So we also have Mr. Wahid Amazi. That is the founder and Hub Startup Alliance and International Talent Ambassador. He is currently in Beijing. That is Chaoyang. He's in Beijing, and his lecture will focus on China startup ecosystem, China startup ecosystem. Yeah, innovative pathway and positioning international students within global entrepreneurship network. We know most of us, we are here as students, and we are also doing one way or the other, we engage ourselves in entrepreneur or one or two businesses. So this man will be on board to give us or to let us know what we can do and what we cannot do, and how we can excel in the small and side business that we are doing. Even if you are having the mindset that after you said you want to enter full-time entrepreneurship in China, that the reason you need to be on board to listen from this experienced person. And the last person or the last speaker for the first day or day one, we have Madam Yang Yang or Madam Yang Yang. This is a Chinese name, so if I'm not pronouncing it well, I think you should pardon me. Madam Yang Yang. That is the CEO of Zundatech Ghana Limited. And I know if you've been to Ghana currently or recently, or you just returned from Ghana, you know how this woman is doing in Ghana. She is doing a lot, like she is excelling in the Ghanaian economy. He's a Chinese, but she is doing a lot over there. That is Madam Yang Yang, and we'll have her on board to speak or to give us a lecture on leveraging Ghana-China network for strategic business growth, skills transfer, and industrial impact. Yeah, so this is what she will be talking about. And the day 2, so that is the day 1. Day 2 is more or less going to be like an open forum. That is an interactive panel session with industrial practitioners. So day 2 is going to happen on Sunday, 8 May. No, Friday, 8 May. Yeah, 8 May. And the purpose of day 2 will be like it will follow the thematic lecture that happened in the day 1. But this is going to be an open forum featuring an interactive panel of practitioners from entrepreneur and innovative academia and industries or industry. So unlike the lectures, this one is going to be like a question and answers form conversation where students or participants or members will get opportunity to ask any question, and these people will be there to answer it to the best of their knowledge. Yeah, and the forum will explore wealth creation system, digital trade, circular economy opportunity, and a whole lot is going to happen over there. As I said, due to time factor, I need to be a little bit brief. So with the day 2, we also have a couple of speakers on board, or keynote forum speakers, and we have Mr. Benjamin Achiampon. That is the group president for Wealth Master Group. The Wealth Master Group, yeah. So his focus or area of focus will be leadership, wealth creation system, scalable business leadership in competitive global market. We also have Mr. Eric Nante. Mr. Eric Nante, that is the CEO of Hunan Airway company, and CEO of China Integration Hub Limited. He is also focused in this global supply chain, that is digital transformation and integration of African entrepreneurship into international trade system. So he will also be on board for the open forum. We also have a keynote speaker, Mr. Eugene Amo Asamoah, Business Development and Communication Manager. That is Kumasi Compost and Recycling Plant. Yeah, I personally met this man, and I can say that, I don't want to boast much, or I don't want to say a lot about this man, but it will be a nice time meeting him or having an open forum discussion with him, because that man is, most of the people call him walking dictionary.
Full of knowledge. For lack of better words.
Yeah, he's a walking dictionary. A walking dictionary, or a full of knowledge. That man is good, and we managed to get him on board. So he will be focusing, or he is focusing green entrepreneurship development, waste management, innovation, and circular economic opportunities in Ghana. So he will be talking about some of the opportunities in Ghana, waste management, innovation. So those who are in that field, you can also be on board. And the last person will be Madam Gertrude Bokolo, founder and CEO of Post Ghana. They are youth entrepreneurship branding, creative entrepreneurship. So we have these people. All these people will be on the day 2, and the day 2 is going to be an open forum. So how is it going to be like the format of the day 2? Unlike the day 1, which is going to be full of lecture series, the day 2 will feature a moderated panel discussion where all speakers, all the 4 speakers, engage with each other and with students. So the session will include a brief opening statement from each panel. So each panel will be given at least 2, 3, or 4 minutes to give us something small, a brief opening statement before moderated led discussion among panels. Extended questions will be from extended student question and answers throughout the section opportunity for students to pitch ideas and receive all the spot feedback from the panel. So whatever you are going to ask, you get the answers over there. And I think it will be a good opportunity for most or we the students to prepare our questions and get them on board. So we also have the master class as part of the entrepreneurship clinic, and we are pleased to offer specialized master class designed to equip members or students with practical soft skills, entrepreneurship, career, and insight gained from the main clinic. So with here we have content creation master class. There's also going to be a content creation master class. It's not going to happen on the 2 days or the 2-day entrepreneurship. This is also going to happen on the 10th of May. That is, after this 2 days session, there will be a day for members to rest. And the next day, I think I'll give more details when I'm presenting on the programs outline or the programs to be enrolled. So this master class, that is the content creation. The master class focuses on digital content creation, personal branding, and leveraging social media platforms for entrepreneurial visibility and income generation. We all know that now they said the monetization of social media, but some of us might not have the knowledge about it. So we bring in an expert, and this person, at least, let me say, to be honest, we approach a lot of people, a lot of social media personnel here in China and in Ghana, and due to time and busy schedules, we managed to get 2 people. But I might say by the close of this month, we might also get big names on board. And so this one we have Tommy. He's a social media person, a Ghanaian, but based in China over here. So yeah, that's 7 p.m. 7 p.m. This is just a single session. Approximately, it's going to be like approximately 1 to 2 or at least 2 hours, 30 minutes. Yeah. And what we are expected to learn from this session will be content strategy and planning, video and photo content creation basics. That is the basis. Platform optimization and monetization. If you are on Instagram, any platform, you tackle that. Yeah. So in conclusion, the NUGS-CHINA Entrepreneurship Clinic for 2026 is designed to equip Ghanaian students in China with the mindset, knowledge, and practical skills needed to succeed beyond the classroom. Yeah, I just heard Honorable Douglas saying he just came from the lab. I don't know a lab, but with this kind of training and entrepreneurial skills, I think we can learn something outside the classroom. And as earlier mentioned by Dr. Ja, these are opportunities for us to learn, because the money-making market, you might not get opportunity to be learning such kind of things. So we need to seize the opportunity now. So that is all about the entrepreneurship clinic. Now I would like to take us through some of the rest of
please, before you move on to the upcoming programs, who would want to add a little to the entrepreneurship clinic. And so just as the National Vice President have mentioned that the second day is going to be an open forum, we would then treat chapters to send in questions that they would want to ask, some questions that they would want the forum to be directed to. And so the organizer will surely share with all of us the details of our speakers, and we can look at the topics in which they'll be presenting on. So we share the questions. In this way will help us to prepare well for the forum and the forum to also be very interactive. So please, once the flyers are shared, let's do our best to share some questions with our secretaries. They will send it to the National Secretariat and then we'll put all together for the main day. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Madam Moderator. There is a question in the chat box, from Honorable Samson. He said, "Please could all the keynote speakers and okay, he's talking about keynote speakers and their topic. So this is just to give us an idea of what the entrepreneurship clinic is going to be. But there will be flyers. We'll be posting flyers of all keynote speakers, their pictures, and area of focus rather. So Honorable Samson, don't worry, you'll be having those things sooner. Yeah, we'll start sharing them. All right. I would also like to take us through the upcoming programs or the remaining of our programs as NUGS-CHINA for this 2026 year. In May, we are going to, from May 7th to May 8th, we are going to have the Entrepreneurship Clinic and Keynote Speaking Forum. That is May 7th and May 8th. And on the May 10th, the Entrepreneurship Clinic, that's the content creation. As I said, we have for Tommy, but maybe by the close of Honorable Mercy. All right, so maybe by the close of this month, we might bring in, we might have a good news by bringing in somebody like Wadamaya, or we are also working on, I don't want to mention names, but when the good news comes, you guys will know. So for now, we have for Tommy on board. The rest will join soon. So that will be the 10th. Now on the 14th, on the 14th, 15th, 21st, and 22nd May, we are going to have Afrobarometer training. And if I say Afrobarometer, I think all of us, if not or most of us, we know Afrobarometer. Yeah, so Afrobarometer is a Pan-African non-partisan research network that conducts public opinion survey across Africa. Yeah, so in simple, they say it is an organization that asks ordinary Africans what they think about key issues. That is Afrobarometer. So they conduct face-to-face survey and representative samples in many African countries, focus on topics like democratic and election government, and also extend into social scientists and academia. So this Afrobarometer, we have a contract, or Afrobarometer is going to partner with NUGS-CHINA, and we are going to have a training, an intensive training. And what they intend doing, I think in due time, the committee responsible will come and give us a briefing. They are planning to train members of NUGS-CHINA on how to use most of their data for research. Yeah, they are going to train NUGS-CHINA members on how to use Afrobarometer data for academic research or any research work. And also there's a whole lot of things, or the package entails a lot. And as I said, it's going to begin on the 15th, 14th rather, 15th, 21st, and 22nd May. That is Afrobarometer. And on the Friday, 29th to 31st May, that is where we are going to have the almighty Afba. So May is a little bit packed. Yeah, May is a little bit packed. So our members should get prepared. There's a whole lot of things going to happen in May. So 15th, 14th, 15th, 21st, and 22nd May, Afrobarometer training. And 29th to 31st May, the Afba and Academic Excellence Award, which is going to happen hybrid, offline and online. And we entreat all members to try and make it to the offline, because it's going to be a good experience. Now we move on to June. So June 9th and so on Tuesday, June 9th, there's going to be first round of the women's quiz. And this is something we used to do every year. There's a women quiz. So the first round will be on 9th June. Sorry, and the second round is going to be on the Sunday, 14th June. Sunday, 14th June. So June is going to be more of the women quiz. Yeah, the women quiz. If in case there's another program, we'll also update our members. And we also have the Congress. That is, for the Congress, we are also planning that this year's Congress should be in person. This year Congress is going to be in person, and it will also be a medium section. Yeah, this NEC is full of offline programs, because we want to have that connection. We've had a lot of online programs. We don't even know each other. As mentioned earlier on, having most of our programs offline will help us to know or to connect, do collaborated research or a whole lot of things. So the Congress is going to happen either for full online. It's going to be 26th June, 26th and 28th June. The hybrid is going to be either two of traveling days. Yeah, we as NEC and the organizing committee, we are proposing for offline. However, a whole lot of things needs to be done, and even we are yet to meet Senate for Senate approval. So we can say that it's going to be offline. So we program it in a way that if it's going to happen online, then the full online is going to be between 26th to 28th June. If it's going to be hybrid, the first model will be Wednesday 24th, and the offline will be 25th or 28th Saturday. Yeah, that will be the offline. So there will be 2 days or a day for traveling. So the first day will be 24th, then 28th will be for traveling. And as I said earlier on, this is just a brief or head up. Everything will be posted with flyers in our group or in our platform. And we have some chapters who trying to hosting chapters and all these things. I think we have done it. We have 2 or 3 chapters bidding to be the hosting chapters, and it will be later decided within this week. That is, those chapters need to present proposal, of which some already did, and we are here to meet Senate for the final decision. So that is something on Congress, and we entreat all chapters this year. Congress, we don't want it to be like we will go to Congress and we might not have chapter leaders coming. So we entreat all chapters to make sure that before Congress, that is before 26th of June, all chapters should be done with the election and handing over. All chapters should be done with election and the handing over, so that the Congress is going to be full of fun, entertaining, and everything inclusive. So I think that is a little I'll say, and I bring my presentation or speech to an end. So honorable moderator, thank you so much for this opportunity for me to take the House through the programs, the upcoming programs and entrepreneurship clinic. And as I said, all the dates and the schedules will be posted. So if you are confused with the date, because it entails a whole lot of dates, so if you are confused when we post them, you get a clear mindset. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Honorable Kaku, National Vice President, for your presentation. We quickly will move on to update on dues by inviting the National Financial Controller.
Okay, thank you very much, Honorable Jane. And thank you once again. And my face is here once again. Us about our duty and our responsibility as NUGS-CHINA members. As we've heard all the plans that have been put in place, all the things that are in progress, we know that one of the main source of income for the union is our dues. And so it's just an encouragement and a reminder to us that we should all do our best to pay our dues. And the targets that we have for the academic year, we have not reached it yet. And so we are entreating all chapter executives who have not paid your dues yet. Please make sure to pay your dues. And if you are here and you have not yet registered in the portal or on the portal, please do well to do that. After here, you can contact the chapter secretary to do that. And also, a reminder,
Thank you, Honorable National FC, Honorable Gray. It is recording. Okay. So thank you, National Financial Secretary or Controller, for your submission. Please let's all do well to pay our dues. The dues will help us to run most of our programs smoothly. So please, let's encourage our members to pay the dues. The next item on the agenda is AOB. And so we would like to open the floor. Due to time, we will take 3 submissions, only 3. In fact, 3 is not only. 3 major submissions. Yes, so we'll open the floor. If there is anything that you would want your national executives to talk about that you think they did not address, you can raise your hand and call our attention to it. If you have any question, you can ask. There have been lots of presentations, both on Afba, on AEA, on entrepreneurship clinic, on upcoming programs. If you have any question or you need clarification, you can raise your hand and ask. If you have any submission that you would want the entire union to be aware of, you can also let us know. So we call you. The honorable organizer, please, if there is a hand, kindly let me. I'm going to the participants equally to check if there is any hand. But if anyone raises the hand, please alert me so that I call the person in. Please, am I missing any hand? Okay.